LaGrange High School. Got Coach Chuck Gibbs joining us here tonight. It's been a great night. Coach, y'all got a party going over there in the corner.
Yeah, we got full staff here. Coach Ben Thrasher, our defense coordinator, is going to be on here as soon as the first segment's over. And our other staff, we just came from a ninth grade game. We beat Smith Station in overtime.
That's awesome.
Yep, great evening, fun evening.
And actually, it felt like a football weather a little bit.
Yeah, boy, the weather's nice right now.
A pretty good day of practice.
We went this morning because with it being Columbus Day and a break, we went this morning knowing we had a ninth grade game tonight. So we got our practice in this morning. And then, tomorrow we've got professional development all day for our staff. So we're back to afternoon schedules and going to go from there.
Well, Coach, we're looking back to this past week. Cartersville came to town, and they were, as advertised, quite a tough team. But y'all really kind of went after them right at the beginning of the ball game with the onside kick.
Yeah, again, I tell everybody knows that, we're in this process trying to search and find and mold as a staff and go. A year ago it was, I think, 45-7 at their place, and, we had all our starters. We schemed the best we could with who we had. I think we dressed 13 freshmen Friday night and had to play, I think, 9 of them. But it was just one where, we had 4 opportunities to score. We tried an onside kick in the first, open the game, got it. We just, we couldn't finish that drive. We had 4 opportunities to get in the end zone on offense, which, a year ago we didn't. I don't think we crossed the 50 on them. And we had a defensive score last year. We had a safety. We pinned them down. Charles had a great punt, pinned them down on the 1-yard line and a couple times. And, we showed a lot of life. The kids played hard. Granted, we were outmatched. It was really, our pretty much JV players with, some of our varsity scattered in. You never want to be that thin, but, we schemed it the way you're going to scheme every game as a coaching staff and practice it with the intent that we're going to go out and play as hard as we can play and not lose the game. Our jobs, in high school ball and where we've been is, we just have to go out on Friday nights and not defeat ourselves.
Right.
And it's easy to do when you're trying to, you're trying to make plays and trying to get yourself in a game or trying to take shots and know when to play conservative, when to roll the dice. And, in our case, we're still trying to work through that and go. And, their quarterback was on. I think they had 300 yards passing, but it wasn't that we were out of place. It was just, we didn't have the horses to run with Cartersville. And, they sat a few of their starters. They played Sandy Creek, and, obviously that'll be for the region championship, and they play them Friday night. So, and I told their head coach, Coach Foster, before he came over for the game, I said, Coach, don't let off the accelerator, for us. You got a program to run. You got a region championship to win, and you're going to push for a state championship. So, we're going to line up. We're going to stop the run and try and slow you down on the pass, and that way we're still in the game in the fourth quarter and not, it doesn't get to 80 points in there. And I was really proud of the way the kids played. And I felt like our coaching staff, we did a lot better. We didn't have a lot of dumb penalties, and so we didn't beat ourselves. And when you come out of that, I know it's, you're looking for silver linings, but those are huge things to turn around. And knowing that we had 3 tough ones in a row with Cedartown, Cartersville, Troop, and Sandy Creek, and those are 4 great programs, and their teams are firing on all cylinders right now. And then, we got Chapel Hill, who, they tested, Troop 2 weeks ago, and then we finished with Shaw, and that's what our schedule is. And it doesn't matter what we do, you're not going to make it any easier, any harder. You play it. And but what everybody wants to see, they want to see a competitive product on the field. They want to see kids playing, kids enjoying themselves, but kids flying around the football. They want to see kids that are sound in the fundamentals at what they do, that our schemes are sound and we're organized, and that's what our community wants to see. That's what our admin wants to see. That's what our coaching staff wants to see, and that's the way our kids want to play.
One of the things you said in the paper, Coach, that you recorded is talking about potential, that these young men, nothing can really take away the potential that they had, and they really seemed to play with that kind of intensity then in the first part of the ball game.
Yeah, that was one of the things. I talked to him pregame about Gideon, and the Lord took him from 32,000 to 10,000 to
brought it down to a small
down
group.
to 300.
Yep.
And I told the guys, I said, look, we have no idea what the outcome of the game is going to be, and that's not what it's about tonight. It is about you, though, and no one can deny you from unleashing your own potential. Mm-hmm. Not Cartersville, not Troop, not Callaway, not anybody. And the scoreboard never defines who you are. You play with the best effort you can. We've preached forever alignment, assignment, and effort. None of those three things take talent. And so our biggest thing when you got young kids playing and knowing that we're building for the future anyways, but getting these kids playing with freedom to where they're not paralysis by analysis and they can't move because their checks and their reads and I got to do this and I got to do that and then they don't do anything.
Right.
And you don't want the deer in the headlight. Go out and play the game. Go out and have fun. There's no expectations, and just go compete and you're going to make mistakes, but make it at 100 miles an hour. Give 100% for your teammates, and again, our attitudes on the sidelines, the encouragement on the sidelines. Cartersville's coach, he spoke to me after the game, and I've heard from another fan of theirs that this was one of the best sportsmanship game that they've remembered in recent years, and it was, man, our kids were asking coaches for their phones to go get phone numbers for their opponents that they were playing against, after the end of the game, and this is not. Kids having fun. This is Thad Dixon, who's a Division I college prospect, and he was like, Coach, this offensive tackle that was blocking me and this guard that was blocking me all night. He said, man, we were going at it. He said, and those are my guys now. Right. And I'm pulling for Cartersville now. And it was really neat to see, sportsmanship start to exude through the game. Right. And it really brings back to, the integrity of the game and what the sport's all about. And it's really about developing the kids. But make no mistake, the Grangers are practicing to win football games, and that's what you're going to see going forward. We've left no stone unturned. We've been watching film on Troop forever. I know Tanner's had a week off. He's gotten his kids back, and he's switching some guys up, as he was alluding to earlier. And again, what they do is what they do. Our job is to go out and be the best LaGrange Grangers we can be Friday night, and that's my pledge to the community. That they're going to see our kids flying around the football and having fun, and we're going to compete, and we're going to win that football game Friday night.
Oh, wow. Love it, Coach. Let's go and take a break. We come back, we got the guest going to join us. Also talk to Todd Parrish from Kiev LaGrange. And also, we'll talk about the game coming up this Friday night. Right now, you're listening to the Coaches Show, LaGrange High School style, right here on Eagle Sports.
Isn't life crazy? One day, your fender gets dented by a runaway shopping cart. The next day, your kid's college entrance exam is a runaway success.
Yes, I got accepted.
But that's life. Some days you're the bug, some days you're the windshield. No worries, your State Farm agent is here in all of life's moments, the good and the not so good, to help life go right. So good day, bad day, any day, let's talk.
State Farm agent Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange. Getting you back into the game is Emory Southern Orthopedics' goal. The full-service orthopedic medical practice features board-certified surgeons, a prompt care center, surgical facility, and physical therapy services. The collaborative medical team at Emory Southern Orthopedics combines with leading-edge orthopedic treatment with proven traditional methods to aid you in achieving an active, pain-free lifestyle. Emory Southern Orthopedics, getting you back into your game.
Fall is here, and Nissan of LaGrange is celebrating this cooler weather with incredible offers. We have special financing available on select new models and an incredible selection of superior pre-owned vehicles. We have rates all the way down to 0% on select new Nissans and savings that exceed $10,000. As if that isn't enough, we now offer a lifetime powertrain warranty on all our new inventory. So come visit your friendliest hometown dealer, Nissan of LaGrange.
Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, your locally owned and operated flooring professional since 1977. With a huge inventory of hardwood, tile, carpet, area rugs, and vinyl flooring, add the wonderful installation crew that gets the job done right, and you'll enjoy your flooring for years to come. So drop in and pick out your flooring, and they will measure your home and give you a free estimate quick. Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, located at 1287 Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange, or on the web at daltonwest.com. And like Kemp's Dalton West Flooring on Facebook and Instagram.
Now back to the Kia of LaGrange Coaches Show, live at Your Pie LaGrange.
Welcome back to the Coaches Show, live here from Your Pie in the middle of downtown LaGrange, Georgia, sponsored by Kia of LaGrange. We appreciate you joining us here on Monday night. Monday night is what football is all about. And speaking of which, we've got a guest tonight, Coach Ben Thrash. He's with the LaGrange High School Grangers, defensive coordinator. Coach, appreciate you joining us tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate you having me.
All right, now, Coach, give us a little background on how you got to LaGrange High School.
Oh, I've been, I guess, a nomad with high school football. My coaching career started at Auburn University. I was a student assistant, graduate assistant there, worked under Will Muschamp for a couple of years. I'm from Thomaston originally. So I'm from, familiar with the area. First high school job was at Camden County High School. I was able to win a state championship down there as assistant coach. Spent 4 years there. Went to Peach County as the defense coordinator for 1 year.
Always a tough team.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun there. Great guys, great football. Just a really pleasure to be there and be around two very successful programs early in my career. And then we had a family deal when my wife got pregnant. Wanted to move closer to her family, so we moved up to Athens area. Spent a couple years up there. Moved back closer to our hometown, Thomaston. Went to Lamar County for a couple years, and now I'm here. So
awesome.
Great opportunity to be here.
You kind of covered the state of Georgia.
Yes, I have. Absolutely.
I guess about the Valdosta, Lowndes County area, about the only place you hadn't been.
Yep.
But, those are some great programs. You talk about the winning tradition of Camden County, Peach County. One of the toughest ball games I've ever been around was a troop in Peach County back in the late 90s. Peach was just on top of everything back then. So a lot of fun. Have you primarily focused on defense through that time?
Yes, I have. I've been defense my whole career. So, yeah, I've, helped out in the smaller schools I was at where I would have a secondary position. I may help out with wide receivers or whatever as a DB's coach. But I've always been a defensive coach at Camden. I coached inside linebackers, outside linebackers, cornerbacks, safeties. And we had 22 coaches on staff. So you pretty much focus on your position and you coach that position. No crossover there. But, so I've been a defensive coach pretty much my entire career.
Well, bringing the whole kind of defense kind of under you here at LaGrange High School, one of the things that really the LaGrange High School has been known for the past couple of years, especially, is that defense. Whereas we are moving the ball better this year than we did last year, but the defense really has stood out against some pretty tough opponents over this year. I'll have to go back to the Heard County game. Someone was talking about that game with me earlier today. I said, you got to realize that's a ball game where we actually had all of our players playing in it.
And you go back and you think about it, and you say, that's the last time we were healthy.
Yeah.
And that's the last time. And you see the potential right out of the gate, how good we can be. We held them they earned 1 first down against us. We gave them 2 first downs off penalties, and none of them came after like the 3-minute mark of the first quarter. So you look at that and you say, all right, we've got a chance here. We got a chance to control the line of scrimmage, which is our goal every week, to win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, most of the time you've got a chance to win a ball game. Then we got injuries started ticking us off, and then we get the back end injuries where we are now with some of our back end guys playing freshmen and stuff. And you start playing these teams like Cartersville, Troop now. You get exposed back there, especially with the youth that we have. But man, tip my hat to those guys that we have back there. They're doing a great job as freshmen being thrown in.
Well, and there's so much difference between seeing something in a practice situation as to the speed of it when it goes into a ball game, making the reads, also understanding how to keep a guy from getting behind you, especially if we talk about from the secondary position. It's really difficult.
Yeah, absolutely, and the speed of the game is so different for them. We've got kids that played JV schedule, and all of a sudden, hey, you're a varsity starter.
Yeah,
and you're having to tackle Kobe Pryor, who's a Clemson commit. Yeah. I mean, so you're asking these freshman defensive backs to run the alley and leverage the ball and tackle the hip and run through the hip, and you're saying, okay, you're doing it on Monday and Thursday, but now you got to do it on Friday night against a D1 guy, and it's not that we're putting our kids in a bad situation because they're doing a fantastic job of stepping up, but you just take the lumps but you get better and you're building for the future while you do it, and it's exciting to see their energy, their enthusiasm every day. They show up ready to go and hungry every day.
Well, I think that's one of the things that I've heard a lot of people around town talk about is the excitement that the players seem to have. They're having a good time on the sideline.
Yeah, we hope so.
They may be trailing in a ball game, but they're really kind of building up each other, give each other pats on the back. Hey, that's okay. We'll get them next time. Really, that's changed, I think, and brought out a lot of positivity going on that sideline.
Yeah, that's a focus. You want them to have fun, and Coach Gibbs alluded to it earlier. You want them to have fun. You want that to be contagious throughout your program, and that's certainly something that we try to focus on in practice. Just creating energy, whether it's a bad, slow start to a practice and the coach is having to generate some energy and picking out a kid or two to do it. We've got great leaders with some of our seniors. Before he got injured, Dylan Norvell was our best energy guy at practice. I mean, he brought energy every day. I go around and saying, hey, we're not going to have any energy vampires today. And Dylan's our guy. He brings a lot of energy. And we've missed his energy on the practice field the last couple of days. But it's getting there. It's guys are starting to see the potential, and you love the seniors through it. I was telling one of our seniors the other day, I was like, I hate that you're you don't have 2 or 3 more years left, because 2 or 3 years from now, I think we've got this thing
different
going.
program.
Yeah, we've got this thing going. And, I told him, I said, look, I didn't move my family here to not get this thing going in the right direction. So, it's a determination with me and the rest of the coaching staff. And, we're moving. We're trying to get this thing going. And, you see it. You see it in their eyes. You see it in the way they talk to each other and the way they show up on time, early, attentive in meetings now. And so it's getting there. It's getting where we need it to be.
I think that's something most folks need to really realize, is that as coaches come in, y'all are making an investment, not just in these kids, but in our community by becoming a part of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And, that's one of the hardest things. I mean, my wife and I have 3 kids. And so moving is never easy.
Right.
It's not easy on me and her, but it's definitely not easy for them, taking them out of their school setting, getting them in a new environment. So it's taxing for us, and you got to find a house on the hop. You got to do it really quickly. And moving, we moved in during pre-planning this year, right before pre-planning, and closed on our house during a new teacher orientation. I mean, it's crazy. It's a whirlwind, and I think we still got a room that's still got boxes in it that we won't unpack until football season's over. So it's part of it, and it's not easy on her. I tip my hat to her for the things that she's able to hold the fort down at home and do a great job with them. So
football wives go a long way.
Absolutely. They're the unsung heroes for sure.
Well, Coach, I appreciate you joining us tonight. Coach Ben Thrash, he's been with us. He's a defensive coordinator for LaGrange High School Grangers. We'll take a break, go talk to Todd Parrish from Key of LaGrange, and we'll bring Coach Gibbs back on. Right now, you're listening to the Coaches Show, LaGrange High School style, right here on Eagle Sports.
Hi, friends. TOWD Todd Parrish at Kill LaGrange. Whether it's the Dogs, Tigers, or the Tide, the best part of the big game is tailgating. This season, do it in style in the 2019 Kia Sorrento L. Plenty of room in the front for the fans and lots of space in the back for the grill and the groceries. Drive one away today for only $23,990. And don't forget that October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Shop us online at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy. God bless America.
Stop number 111754. See Kia of LaGrange for complete
Hello?
details. Expires 10/31/19.
Hey, Todd.
Life costs money.
Hey, man, we're going to, after this break, we'll come on and talk about some Kia LaGrange stuff.
Who we got?
Just a couple more spots here.
$15,000 with payment plans.
Oh, this is Jack Mormon.
I got you.
Hey, Todd, this is Jack. Can you hear me?
Come on, Jackie.
There you go.
APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and
Lots of
income
noise.
criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee number 5656.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows no matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
Now back to the Kia of LaGrange Coaches Show, live at your pile LaGrange.
Welcome back to the Coaches Show live here from Your Pine in downtown LaGrange. We're talking LaGrange High School sports, and right now we're talking to Todd Parrish. He's the general manager out at Kia of LaGrange. Todd, how are you this evening?
Oh, man, I'm doing wonderful. Glad we got a little bit of cooler weather, man. I tell you, it makes for a real nice evening.
Well, I imagine it makes for a nice visit to the car lot, too, coming out and walking through and checking out all the Kias.
You know what? You're right. A lot of folks get out there, and it's a whole lot easier when it's in the 70s and when it's like 98. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just putting your head inside a car. You're not putting it in an oven. You can actually kind of sit there and enjoy that to get that new car smell when it hits you.
That's correct, man. I'll tell you what, we've got a lot of good things going on, and I want to just make sure everybody knows that, of course, October, when what we do, we're really supporting breast cancer awareness, and that's important to me. I know to a lot of other people who has family members and friends who's battled cancer, so we really support that.
Well, Todd, this is the time of year, too, where people can get some pretty big discounts and great buys on some 2019s as you got the new cars going to be rolling in pretty soon.
Yeah, that's right. And then outside there, we got that Forte, that beautiful Forte that I call it the baby stinger. And, that's a car. It's a 5-star crash rating, 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. And it's got all kind of goodies inside. It's an amazing vehicle, up to 40 miles per gallon. And, somebody's looking for a good, awesome vehicle in a sedan model. That's the vehicle you take a look at. And we will be at the Kia plant on the 24th, 25th, 26th as well, our annual tent sale. So if you guys can't come up to Kia LaGrange, hey, check us out there at the Kia plant toward the end of the month there. We appreciate you.
Well, talking about the Forte that's out there, one of the things I really noticed was the headroom. I'm a tall guy, and a lot of times I'll get into a car and I'm kind of feel like I got a duck. I had plenty of room inside that thing.
Well, I tell you what, it's amazing. You say that. The Koreans' average height is probably about 5'9", and I know you over 6 foot tall. And I tell you what, they make it for Americans, and they do a tremendous job in quality and technology. And of course, what we understand is when you got your family members in there, that safety is very important to us.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. It's just a comfortable ride. So, tell us about that tent sale again. When's that going to be happening?
Well, it's going to be next weekend. It's going to be at the Kia plant, and this is our 9th year doing it, and it's tremendous. And it's also going to have Family Day with the Kia plant. People out there, there'll be a tremendous amount of people there. The guys, you talking about tremendous savings. If you're looking to participate or say, hey, Todd, I'm in the market for a brand new Kia, this is the time you guys come out and see us. The savings and discounts is off the chain.
Also, just to get near that plant and just realize how big that sucker is, that's an exciting thing in and of itself.
Absolutely, and I will tell you something. My hat's off to them and what they do for our community and also suppliers. I mean, I'll tell you something. People don't realize it takes a lot of different people and different type deals to put all these cars together. That's why you got so many suppliers, and I'm glad to have them here in Troup County, and I have them here in LaGrange, Georgia.
We're glad to have Kia LaGrange as well. Todd, thank you, buddy. We'll talk to you next week.
I appreciate you. You guys have a wonderful night. God bless you.
All right, Todd Parrish, the general manager of Kia LaGrange, as we are listening to the Coaches Show live from Your Pie right here on Eagle Sports.
The Medicine Cabinet has been proudly serving the community since 2009. Their experienced and friendly staff are committed to making you feel comfortable and cared for. At the Medicine Cabinet, they believe that being a local, independent pharmacy allows them to provide health care and compounding services that are customized to meet your every need. They invite you to come and see for yourself when you're there. You're a part of the Medicine Cabinet family. They will do everything they can to make you feel right at home. Locations in LaGrange on Vernon Road, Lee's Crossing, and Moody Bridge. The Medicine Cabinet on the web at medcaprx.com.
Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, your locally owned and operated flooring professional since 1977. With a huge inventory of hardwood, tile, carpet, area rugs, and vinyl flooring, add the wonderful installation crew that gets the job done right, and you'll enjoy your flooring for years to come. So drop in and pick out your flooring, and they will measure your home and give you a free estimate quick. Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, located at 1287 Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange, or on the web at daltonwest.com. And like Kemp's Dalton West Flooring on Facebook and Instagram.
Fall is here, and Nissan of LaGrange is celebrating this cooler weather with incredible offers. We have special financing available on select new models and an incredible selection of superior pre-owned vehicles. We have rates all the way down to 0% on select new Nissans and savings that exceed $10,000. As if that isn't enough, we now offer a lifetime powertrain warranty on all our new inventory. So come visit your friendliest hometown dealer, Nissan of LaGrange.
State Farm, Kathy here.
Hey, it's Mike. My team just pulled off the biggest upset ever.
Nice, Mike.
And some fans are getting crazy. They even flipped over a car.
Whoa.
Turns out it's my car, though.
Oh.
But I don't want to be upset right now. I want to know State Farm's going to take care of this, right?
We got you covered, Mike.
Yes! Woo!
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Kia of LaGrange Coaches Show, live at Your Pie LaGrange.
Welcome back to the Coaches Show live from Your Pie, sponsored by Kia LaGrange. Coach, you almost had another special guest. You were playing rock, paper, scissors. She almost beat you and got on the air.
Yep, she almost beat me.
Until I told her, then she kind of shrunk into the corner and decided, no, let's not go talk to that strange man.
Yeah.
But big ball game coming up, big rivalry game coming up. Y'all are the home team for the Troop LaGrange game, and it's going to be a big one, Coach.
Yeah, it's like, Auburn, Alabama, and Georgia, Florida, and they get there. It's a local rivalry. The kids all know each other. They've grown up together. A bunch of them went to middle school together. A bunch of them went to elementary school together. Coaches, a lot of the coaches are from here, and there's just a rich tradition. I don't even know what the series is, but I know where they are right now, and I know where we are. And Coach Glisson's got his program firing. He's dealt with some issues. Some this year we've got injuries that we're still dealing with. And anytime Troop and LaGrange play, that that you're going to see the best from both teams.
Right.
We hadn't had a problem with unsportsmanlike or any fights or anything like that, either before the game and with the fans after. And that's always good for the community. Because everybody's got some skin in the game, and everybody's got a team they're pulling for, and you just want to see a good, clean game. You want everybody to come out healthy. Teams are still chasing playoff spots, and they want to play good football, and you want to play sound football. And it's, as much as you hate to say it this day and age, it's a big part of recruiting too.
Sure.
And now there's pseudo open enrollment, I guess, around here. And so, it becomes really important to, make sure you play your best games against your local hometown games. And, Callaway, obviously, hats off to them. And Coach Wiggins, they're the county champions. And,
right now.
Yep. And they left no doubt, that they were the best team in the county this year. And, hats off to them for getting it done, despite them being a 2A program.
Well, and they've shown that all season long, playing an undefeated team this past weekend, and just walked right on through them. So, again, hats off to Coach Wiggins and his team. But I think you really assembled a really positive coaching staff this year, Coach. I think you've got the guys that are excited about being there and being a part of the team this year.
Yeah, we've got a lot more experience, on our sidelines than we've had before. But again, when you completely overhaul your staff, it's you're back to year one again,
right.
and you don't want to be at year one. I think we're a lot better team than we were a year ago, but with new voices and going back through and coach the coaches, and again we've got so much experience, with Coach Crocker and Coach Pleasance being there, and them having come from the college down. They're mentoring us and things that they've done in the past, from the culture of the program to, what LaGrange is about, to, different offensive schemes and different schemes. Coach Cox, our offensive line coach, OC, and Coach Thrasher that was here earlier, our defensive back coach, defense coordinator. They're coming out of district, out of area coaches. They'd coached together up in the Monroe area, so they at least know each other, and so there were familiar faces. And until you can get that staff gelled and guys having dinner together and doing things like this, and that's why it's so important for these guys to come out tonight and not support me, support LaGrange.
Right.
And it's families that have moved here and people that have bought homes and they've relocated their families to this community, and they're buying in. And with it, you're talking about decades worth of coaching experience, and I think everybody's really, really excited about our young classes and what Coach Blandenberg, who was on 2 weeks ago, was doing at our middle school.
Sure.
And so real positive about the future. But what, the future's now. And it's this week, it's tomorrow morning, it's 7 o'clock, it's film, it's scripting out our plays, it's working every kink out of our special teams, how are we going to attack this, what do we need to see, and all facets of our program are going to be on display for Friday night, and that's what it's going to take for us to go and compete with a team like Troop.
I'm getting the wrap-up sign, so that means that we've run out of time. But, Coach, it would be a big ball game. Invite everybody to listen to us on Eagle Sports. You can listen to the Granger side. They'll be coming on 96.9, 1240 WLAG. We'll also have the Tigers there on the World Wide Web at eagle1023.com. You can click there, listen to other broadcasts. But come support these teams. Come out to the stadium, because this is going to be a great event, I think.
And don't forget to wear pink.
Wear pink for the evening. That's right. We appreciate you, Coach. We'll see you this Friday on the radio.